Watching a lot of the reaction to the recent S25 Ultra launch, you could be forgiven for thinking Samsung had just taken the S24 Ultra, swapped out the chip, rounded off the corners, and called it a day. But honestly, after a week of using this S25 Ultra, I think it might be one of the most misunderstood phones I've used lately. And while sure, there are things that I find disappointing about this phone, there's also a lot of hidden excellence lurking just below the surface. One of the hardest things to convey about the S25 Ultra in a render or a photo or even a video is the difference in weight, heft, and hand feel. The S25 Ultra is substantially thinner and lighter than any of its recent predecessors, and you can tell Samsung has put real effort into making the device feel smaller and less unwieldy. And so one of the first things I appreciated about what is still admittedly a pretty expansive phone is just how much less of a brick it is than the S23 or S24 Ultra. Slimmer display borders, a less chunky outer frame, and yes, those more rounded corners all contribute to the improved feel of the S25 Ultra. The sharp corners of the S24 Ultra definitely won't be missed in my opinion. Meanwhile, the flatter sidewalls and slightly narrower radiuses of those corners compared to the smaller S25s allows the S25 Ultra to retain the boxier look that Ultras and Notes have had for many years. So yeah, the new Ultra definitely doesn't have the very best ergonomics out there compared to curvier phones from OnePlus and Honor. It's still very angular and slightly taller than the S24 Ultra, but the important dimensions for ease of use, thickness and width, not to mention weight, are substantially improved in this model. And this is all something you only really appreciate when you pick up one of these for yourself.